Alrighty, Peter the Great. That mustacho sitting on the screen right now looking glorious as ever. Okay, Peter the Great is going to come and he's going to take control of Russia. And he's going to be the leader, the Tsar of Russia at this time. And he is important because he's going to address the issues of the West versus the East. Okay, remember, Europe's kind of divided up in Western Europe and Eastern Europe. Western Europe, predominantly Roman Catholic. We're influenced predominantly by the Roman Catholics, whereas Eastern Europe is going to be predominated, what am I talking about right now? Eastern Europe is dominated by the Orthodox, okay, the former Byzantine Empire, which came from the Roman Empire, over to the East. Okay, there's going to be issues of East versus West. The kind of thought process is the West modernizes much faster than the East is going to modernize. Now, Peter the Great's going to come in. He's going to be this great reformer. He is going to see a number of issues going on in Russia at this time period that are caused primarily by the lack of development and the lack of modernization in Russia. So as a result of this, he is going to come and he's going to try to modernize many portions of the Russian economy, get some trade going, get some really development and stuff going on, and start working with outside countries versus just being internal, focusing only on Russia. He's going to look outward instead of looking inward. It's going to bring about a lot of conflict with these issues between the West and the East. There's a lot of people in Russia who don't want to modernize. They want to stay the same way, okay? They're kind of conservative. He's more of a liberal who wants to really look at a new way of looking things. Let's find a new, better way of doing everything. Okay, this YouTube video, there's the link in the comments down below, gives a quick little 3-minute section over Peter the Great, explains why Peter the Great is so important. Highly recommend you check that out. It's going to give you a lot more information on this. But the important thing to realize about Peter the Great comes with the Great Northern War, okay? It's all about them boats and the Baltic Sea. So the important thing to realize is Russia does not have a seaport that does not freeze over. So remember, Russia's really stinking cold. It snows, it gets cold. When it gets cold, you have ice and you can't take your ships out to sea. So if Russia wants a seaport to really continue to modernize and continue to trade, Russia needs a southern port, okay? So the Swedes are going to be controlling the southern port. Sweden has it. Russia wants it. Going to lead to a war, okay? It's all about them boats, okay? All about them boats. Yeah, them boats. Okay, yes, that was embarrassing. Go with it. You'll remember that. Now, the Great Northern War is going to culminate at the Battle of Poltava. The Battle of Poltava in current-day Ukraine. So when Peter the Great has a decisive victory over the Swedes and is going to allow him to control the Baltic Sea, meaning the Russians now are going to control the Baltic Sea and have a southern port, allowing them to trade with countries worldwide, not pretty much, okay, but allowing them to trade with countries year-round. Previously, they could not do that. It also is going to lead to the end of the Swedish kind of power going on at this time period. The important thing, though, is he is going to revolutionize Russian society. Just briefly, look at a picture of Peter the Great and compare that to the picture of Ivan the Terrible, okay? Ivan the Terrible is much more ornate and detailed, whereas Peter the Great looks, his clothing-wise, much more like a European, okay? Act like a European. Socially, politically, act like a European. Don't act like this Eastern European, okay? Don't act like a former Byzantine Empire. Act like a European. Westernize, modernize. That is what Peter the Great is about. That's going to be all right up here, okay? Talk about this later. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Otherwise, have a great time, and I'll see you later.